Hello and welcome to Volume 1. Megan doesn't like it.
I don't like
Megan
it.
doesn't like it. We're trying a new intro, a new slogan, but we haven't landed on one yet. So
We haven't landed on one yet because our old slogan is no longer relevant hasn't been relevant for
yeah, it's no longer true. It no longer represents. It is like an accurate representation of what this show is. What we do.
Yeah.
So we're trying to fix that. I'll read what I have written down. I think it's fun, but we're also going to ask the people watching and the people listening to come up with something better.
Please.
For the love of God.
Please.
Welcome to Volume 1, the show with big takes on nerd stuff. I don't love it.
Well, we wanted to say a curse word.
I wanted to say.
We wanted no. Don't say it.
Okay, I can't.
It's the first 10 minutes.
Right, we got to be.
You have
good.
you have to be good. We wanted to say a curse word because it was funny, but at what cost?
I think it'd be better if we could just say it, but I know we can't. Come up with something. Actually,
mine was welcome to Volume 1 podcast. A podcast. I said multimedia. That's too corporate.
Yeah, nerd culture we threw around.
I said a multimedia podcast. A multimedia podcast about all things nerd. I'm your host.
Yeah, are we pitching it to freaking? You know what I mean?
That's what I said. It sounds maybe too corporate.
The network, Anyway.
And then I had a longer one, and Josh didn't like that. It was for the bit. He just doesn't like bits, I guess, anymore. So it was kind of hard to.
I didn't like that bit.
What bit do you like?
Didn't even know it was a bit.
What bit do you like?
I just thought that was like a real.
Read between the fucking. Oh.
You can't even commit to your own rules. See, it's okay when you break the rules.
I didn't even think about it. No, because that curse word was intentional. That one wasn't intentional.
Anyway, working title, working intro, but we want it to be more representative of what the show is going to be. So we're going to be switching to hour-long episodes, weekly, 1 hour-long episode a week. Tuesdays on Spotify, Wednesdays on YouTube, where we cover not just anime and manga, but we also cover other things in the nerd and nerd culture space.
Nerd world. And if you're new here, sorry. You don't know anything about what we're talking about. You're just here to talk. You're just here to see.
You're just here for the vibes.
You're just here for the vibes and our thoughts on the OPLA trailers.
Yeah, and we are going to talk about that,
yes.
And we'll save all the other boring stuff for the end of the episode. So let's just
get right into it. Let's come sail away. Come sail away. We're gonna copyright. Yeah. We can't do. YouTube won't let you do anything.
You can't have fun on YouTube.
Y'all can't let us do anything. What?
You didn't know that? You can't have fun on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, not since 2005. Yeah.
I would say 11. I would say there was a sweet spot.
Right. No, you're right.
2012, actually, 2016, I think, is when the world just collapsed.
Something
shifted. Whimsy was lost.
On a different plane of existence.
On a level we cannot comprehend.
We can't see. We haven't discovered that level yet.
No.
But something shifted there. A war was lost there.
Yeah.
And we're feeling the repercussions of it and the ramifications of it here in this plane.
No.
So
yes.
It was in 2016.
No, I'm telling you, it was the best. It was like summer hit, and then it was the worst day. It was the dark days began.
Yeah. A great warrior fell somewhere, but not in our world.
Yeah. I mean, it was I was gonna relate it to something about One Piece and I couldn't find it.
Obviously, we're gonna talk about the trailer. So for our Patreon members, we reacted to the new clip that came out. So we watched that. We just rewatched before recording the second trailer, which we haven't. The second one we never talked about. We reacted.
We never talked about
reaction to the first one. So we're just gonna kind of talk about that, share our thoughts on it. It's coming up. It's right around the corner. It's coming out.
It's literally next week.
Yeah, next week. And they're doing
this week for you guys.
Yeah, for you guys. Well, no, next week for you guys. Trust me. Time. But yeah, it's coming out in theaters. They're doing a theatrical release, I think, of the first 2 episodes. And we did check our schedules, and we both work, and we both can't make it. which is a bummer because I feel like, and I could be wrong, but they announced it kind of too late. Like,
no,
where I work, the schedule comes out.
Like, for you, like, not for other people that can.
Yeah. Most people have like a 2 weeks ahead schedule or something. And maybe I could try to get it covered, but that's a whole thing.
You should try to get it covered because I don't have work.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, wait, I need to check it. Oh, I need to ask. Okay.
Well, it's not out. Your schedule's not out.
My schedule's not out yet.
Gotcha.
But I think it's made. It's just not out to the pub.
I see. It's not out to it hasn't dropped yet. But so yeah, sadly it doesn't look like right now we'll be able to see it in theaters. But best believe we're going to be watching it that day at some point.
Which is insane because thinking about last year, or not last year, 2 years ago now, almost 2 years ago when we went to the Santa Monica.
Man, we went to the fan event.
Yeah, if you don't know, if you're new here, we went to the fan event. And it was the first one for the first season. They had a whole big celebration in Santa Monica. We cosplayed the whole 9. We're in some of the clips of like the marketing and stuff, and it was magical. It was like one of the best days.
Magical, and sometimes
it was so fun.
Life ebbs and flows because not last year, but like for the premiere of like the last season, I guess. Like we were hanging out with Matt. We were hanging out with like, all the other One Piece YouTubers. We were getting freaking sushi.
Dude, we went to dinner with Matt Owens.
Yeah, we were living. And how times have changed.
Well, I saw someone comment about it actually, and they were like, damn, like to be hosting the Reverie to like where we are now, which we're not really reading the manga. Or reviewing it, I should say, on the channel. This is not important. I don't know why we're yapping. We need to talk about the trailer. But it is important to the context of this conversation and how we feel about the show. And that's why it's important. Actually, no, I'll take that back. It is fucking important.
Good.
We're at 7 minutes. I said it again.
You're probably fine. I think it's
10.
Is it 10?
It's 10.
Oh, well, we're screwed. No one's watching it.
I said it again. Anyway. It's been a crazy year, I think. 2025 was a crazy year for us in terms of One Piece. But am I still super hyped about this season? Yes.
Dude, I am genuinely incredibly freaking hyped. We're still behind, in terms of like the manga, reading the manga. But my hype for this season is probably not 10 times, but
I would say 10.
5 times as high as it was for the first season.
No, for me, it's like it's make or break.
Like
make or break. If you don't know, I mean, a lot of you know the channel, but if you don't, Chopper's my favorite. Mm-hmm. Chopper's my number 1 Straw Hat forever. My dog's name is Tony, short for 2020 Chopper. He's my baby, my love. So when obviously there was the chronologically in order. I mean, we're going to get his arc this season. We're going to see his backstory. I mean, like I'm first season cool, was really excited. This one, I can't even put into words.
Yeah, man, even
how
watching,
excited I am.
Going back and watching the second trailer again before recording. Like,
whimsy.
My hype is through the roof. Like, again, I'm 5 times easy, like more excited about this season than season 1. And I think that they've committed from what we've seen even harder. So I was shocked based on the first season, like how much they committed, but we still didn't get like Usopp's nose, and we still didn't get Sanji's curly eyebrow, like little things that did not bother me. And I think the show might be better for, like, we didn't get. But some part of me feels like if they were to redo it now, they would have gave him a long nose and a curly eyebrow, because that's how much season 2 feels like it's committing. You know what I mean? I think that like in so many areas that I expected them to be, like maybe try to make things more grounded, they've gone the complete opposite.
Well, because how would that even look? Route. How would that even look if they try to keep it? They can't. Because One Piece, but it gets progressively crazier. I was thinking about that actually watching the trailer. I'm like, yeah, we've seen humanoid people in I can't help myself. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You have a giant rat, like fish guys. not that crazy. I'm gonna be real. What they did with it, very cool. But like the approach to having fish people being like a villain, like a main villain in the story, like not so crazy. But what they're doing in this season, there's no way they, because even reading it, I was like, what do you mean they go to a place and there's dinosaurs and giants? What does that even mean?
Right. I mean, you're right.
What do you
does
even
ramp up in the manga too.
What do you mean? There's a wax birthday cake or candelabra? What are you talking about? There's a girl that paints who wears a cloud shirt. There's a little raccoon thing that flies on a fucking bird with a machine gun.
There's a guy that flicks explosive boogers at people.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait. Back up. What do you mean? I thought this was a show about pirates.
It is. But
it was so much easier to digest the first season than like this one. They're going, but what do you mean? They're like, they painted their logo on a whale that's 10 times bigger than a normal whale and his character. What are you like, what are we saying really?
Yeah.
And these are for the people that don't get, have not watched One Piece, have not read One Piece.
In my mind,
it's bonkers.
In my mind, and I know this is, I don't know what the term for it is, but it's so hard for me to imagine someone watching this that like does not know anything about One Piece. Like,
dude, I just
don't. Like, I know that those people exist. I know that those people exist, but I just don't think those people exist.
No, but that's why I'm joking. It's like, what do you like? Even I forget the character's name with the crown. That was like, get him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm thinking about that character design. I'm like, where does it fit? Like, thinking about it through the eyes of someone who has no idea what's going on. They're just like, wow, these characters have some really quirky costumes, quirks, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, I try to contextualize it like in the way that like we've watched things that we haven't read the source material of. Like like Umbrella Academy, there's a talking monkey, he's like their butler, or like they're freaking like.
But you just accept it though.
But even that isn't anywhere near like the absurdity that is One Piece. Like, bro, no,
dude, the
like,
machine gun that just takes me out.
Like,
he literally is a fucking rodent.
The unluckies or whatever. Like, talking like this is like watching the trailer made me realize like what that look was on everybody's face when I would try to explain it to them. Bro. Like, I watched it and I was part amazed, but the other part of it was like, oh, now I get the blank stares and the confusion that people wear when you try to tell them what this show is about, or when they just see it on the TV or something.
What is it called? The upstream?
The knock-up stream.
Knock-ups, that too. What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's just so funny, like no context, and everything's just thrown at the audience, right? Like the people that have no idea about the source material, everything's just thrown at them and they have to accept it or they don't. Right. And it's just a show that is like, I thought this was about pirates, but this is about pirates. And that's why it's just...
And don't get me wrong, there are aspects of it that I think feel more piratey. Like, I think...
Oh, no, of course.
I think that it does some things.
Come sail away.
Yeah, I don't want to say better, but they do a really good job of like weaving all of these really absurd things. Like the manga does a good job of doing it, but like live action. Do you understand how fucking hard that is to make any of this shit look like they belong together, like at all, like in live action?
But that's what I mean. Watching it all together like that, it seems like the show does a really good job at it, because we were talking about that in season 1, and it's like, how are we going to go from Sanji to Zoro to Usopp to Nami, like everyone's backstory, like all these different islands and people, like how is that going to look? What is that going to feel like? And the way they did it was phenomenal, and it seemed to flow very, very well. And that's why I'm also excited about how they're going to, I hope they do. I mean, there's a lot to see though in this second season. So I really did enjoy seeing both sides of the coin, seeing the pirate side and seeing the marine side of it with Garp and Kobe. I hope they kind of do the same thing with Smoker and Tashigi. Like, I really want to see the both. like both sides. I don't know how much we're going to because we have a lot to ground to cover, like Little Garden, all the, well, I don't want to say, what is Miss Wednesday, Miss All Sunday.
Yeah, I mean we've I already spoiled so many things for people who haven't watched.
I'm sorry. I just want to be more inclusive. But yeah. It's there's a lot, but it would be cool to see more of them, like we did with like I feel like I got to know Kobe more as a character because they gave him more time.
Yeah, dude, they
and Helmeppo
the fuck out of. I think Helmeppo gets to a point where he is a little bit more. They like Oda humanizes him a little bit as the story goes on, but like the live action, I think did a great job of making me feel things for Kobe that like I did not feel from reading the manga or watching the anime. The clip and the trailer are both great. Let's talk more about the clip. Like I said, we talked a little bit about it on our because we reacted to it and then posted it for our Patreon members. It's just the crew, they're on the ship, they're talking about going shopping to Logtown and
log it. There's a meta joke at the end. You thought we were skipping Logtown, you know what I mean? Like very wink love it. The dynamic, love it. I know it's good. It could have been bad. No, it's cute. It's cute. It's cheeky. I like it. Again, the dynamic is great, and it feels like it's continuing to grow and strengthen, like as the show continues. We said it in the brief conversation we had, but Sanji's characterization I feel like is way better in the live action than it is in the manga. Yes, we were kind of scrolling and saw a side by side of a screenshot from the anime where Sanji had his arm around Nami in a similar way that he did in the clip. Yeah, there was a moment in the clip when he's suggesting like, girl, like get something for yourself. You've been working hard. Like let's go shopping. He's being cheeky. I guess maybe. He's being a little cheeky. And he's like, get something for yourself. And she's like, you know what? Okay, like let's go. And Usopp's like, what? And Usopp doesn't want to do anything. He's just scared. I mean, it's on brand. But there's a side by side, like you were saying, of him, like he put his arm around Nami saying this, and I was like jokingly saying like, yeah, like Sanji, like she would have pushed him off or been like, don't touch me, or they've been like, trying to do something to her. But early Sanji, I think, but was not. He wasn't as maybe. It wasn't as crazy. It wasn't as crazy. But later. that was like, there was a Nami Swan like right before that or right after that. Call her Nami Swan all day. Just don't try to peek. While she's, having to go to the bathroom or something. Right. Don't hide under the toilet, sentence. Crazy sentence. Don't hide under the toilet. Absolutely diabolical. Don't be wishing for some powers to be able to be invisible so you can get a peek of the women that live. Crazy that you have to even say that. The women that live on the ship. It's out of context, you guys. Crazy. In context, crazier. Yeah. In context, much crazier. Yeah. Because it's not like, oh, maybe they accidentally like, maybe it's like something that like the audience is inferring. It's like, no, it's directly stated by the character that this is what they want to do. And proudly. Anyway, but I love I love that though for them. I love Taz's depiction, portrayal, performance, like how he embodies Sanji. Like, and how they're writing him. Is great. Yeah. And how they're writing him. Absolutely. Yeah. We talked about it a little bit on the Patreon reaction, but how he is cheekier. He is that guy that's like, I'm gonna wait for you. I'm just gonna let you know I like you. I'm gonna let you know that you're very attractive. But I'm gonna sit back and I'll wait. And it's like, okay, that's cool. You respect, I guess. Respect. It comes off just a little more suave. Suavecito. I mean, again, he we said this before too, but it doesn't always land. Like people aren't always into it, but he doesn't, like you said, he's not pushy. No, he's not pushy. And that's the difference. And even Usopp was like, "Damn you!" Persistent but not pushy. Damn you and your charm, Sanji. Yeah. I was like, that's hilarious. Yeah. Like would Usopp ever like? Damn, Sanji's just a charming man. He would. I mean, they're okay. He would. We're talking about the characters, like the characters in the feeling that they are actually in this together in the live action. You could feel that bond between all of them.
Definitely,
the
dude.
chemistry.
I mean, the chemistry's there.
You could feel that they're friends. You could feel also, which I love, and you felt this in the first season once they started to get Luffy. They got to know Luffy more as a character and as a captain.
Mm-hmm.
How all of them, and this is Luffy's intent too, they're all different hands of the captain. They all do different things to help him where he lacks.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that. So even in the clip, he's like repeating what he wants to do. And they're like, no, we get that. But like, in order to do that, Luffy, we love you, but we have to go get food.
Well, but they're also being selfish. They're manipulating him to get what they want. Like that's the joke.
But they have to though. Not manipulate him, but they have to go get food. They have to. Sanji said we're running out of things. They want to go shopping, sure.
Right.
And it's not selfish that Zoro needs a new sword. That's pretty important.
He does. I mean, selfish might not be the right word, but they are like the joke in the clip is like they're like manipulating him to get what they want.
But they also care. But I also found that funny in the clip too. He's like, she's had to tell him the importance of Logtown,
right?
Which he is like, I'm going to be the pirate king. I'm going to find the One Piece. Like, bro, this is your shit. Why don't you know?
But that's funny. It is funny. But I think that's one of the endearing things about Luffy. I think that's what's so even charming about Luffy in the manga. He's like, I want to be, and sure, like there is like an aspect in real life of like respecting, the people who came before you and like, standing on the shoulders of giants and stuff. But like, there is a charm to Luffy going like, I just know that I really want to do this thing and I'm going to do it. And I don't really care who did it before me. And I don't really care who's going to do it after me. Like, I'm just going to fucking do it. Like,
well, he holds like friendship sacred.
Yeah.
But like not much else.
Right.
He's like, I don't care about your rules. I don't care that this has been a system that's been in place with the celestial dragons.
He does respect Roger, and he does
but
idolize to an extent Roger.
He's not going to let them
and Shanks obviously
get away with things that they shouldn't be doing just because they're who they are either.
Right.
That's what I like about him.
There's like
because some people will go, oh my god, no, oh my god,
exactly.
You're so and so. Oh, I have to. Oh my god, and then Luffy's like, I don't care who you are.
That's kind of what I meant. That's kind of what it is. I think more.
Oh, I know it's a little clip. He's like, I don't care who you are. I'm not paying my taxes.
Yeah, it's I don't get it.
It was like from an old show. It's called Dan something, and she like knocks on the door. She's like, "Hi, Dan. I'm a supermodel," and he's like, "I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying my taxes."
It's kind of like less funny the way you explain it, but anyway, yeah, I think that you explained it better the second time. Like. Yeah, he just doesn't.
Not the first time, bitch.
No, not the joke. Luffy.
I know what you're talking about. I was joking.
He is just so like carefree, and I don't know. I think Iñaki again, like, and this don't get my words twisted.
Don't piss me off.
Don't
piss me off. Then
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them. Don't get it twisted. But Iñaki, because I think this is a testament to how accurate of a portrayal of the character that Iñaki is pulling off here. What? Inyaki's able to look fucking scary. Like he's able to have this blank sort of like
Luffy,
like vacant
Luffy.
That's what I'm saying. Like that is the most Luffy thing. Like Luffy is scary, and I'm tired of people acting like he is Joy Boy, sure, but he is also like the Joker. You know what I mean? Like
no, I meant imagine being on Luffy's bad side in any given time at any given day. You should be terrified.
Yeah.
You should be scared.
Yeah.
You should be scared because he can pull out yes, now. You did say a crazy spoiler.
I mean, come on. Out of context, that means nothing.
We're talking about the live action here.
Okay, whatever.
Do I have to pull you aside?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Like your mom?
My mom would never do that.
No, but like a mom, like,
That was more of a dad thing for me.
Okay.
And that's Luffy right there. That's Luffy.
So, the whole thing shakes. I forgot what I was talking about. I was reprimanding you.
He's scary. And I do think that, like, Inyaki's able to capture, and I mean this as a compliment, like, this, like, vacant kind of, like...
Okay. The way you set it up was, like, it was going to be a crazier... diss or like something that people would take the wrong way. No, he's exactly that, and that's what's so funny about him that Luffy in general, how he does that, where you think the way the unpredictability of like what he's going to take seriously and what he won't is startling. Because some things he takes very seriously and he will not budge on. Other things you think, okay, any sane person would probably maybe think a little bit before they get into this.
Right.
And he's like, no. And you're like, okay, which is it?
Yeah.
That's why the crew is that's why they could be so exhausted and get into these sticky situations, because he's just going to do whatever he wants. And they're like, we just got to back him up. Because we believe in him.
Yeah. I think, again.
But we want to believe in him.
The dynamics there. I heard people comment on the cinematography. From a single clip, it's a little hard to tell or hard to like make a judgment on. But I mean, what we see in the trailer, I mean, it looks like the budget looks like it tripled, quadrupled.
It's
like
insane. Some of these shots are insane. That's why the whole trailer, every time you watch it, there's a new thing to watch.
Yeah.
And like a new thing to focus on. And then your brain kind of goes like, whoa, like if they're showing that, then this means this. And then, okay, what is going to happen after that? Like it, as a person who knows the source material, it's kind of, it's so overwhelming to see that trailer. And we talk about like people that don't know about it, people that do. Either one, you're like, this looks crazy. Like this looks so intense. And how are they getting from dinosaurs to a whale? How are they gonna get there?
But it looks good. Like
it looks good. It looks great.
Like it definitely, there are some shots. I think there's like a T-Rex in the trailer.
You don't like him?
I think he looks good. I mean, it doesn't look like fucking perfect CGI, but like it looks like, and there are some shots that do look perfect and are stunning.
Does it look like a T-Rex? That's the most.
It does look like a T-Rex.
Okay, then there you go.
But like, yeah, I just like, yeah, I can't. I have zero complaints about the establishing shots that we're seeing of these locations, like the visual effects, even Laboon. Like again, like, and I want you to hear and I want you to listen. Laboon doesn't look perfect. Like Laboon looks like a CGI whale, but
are you serious right now?
Oh my god! But the textures, like how they've blended this whale into this environment, like it still looks really, really, really good. Like it looks like a big budget television show. As far as like other things, they've made look damn near perfect, like absolutely perfect. I think that what they've done is like a huge achievement, and that's just from seeing the trailer alone. Like this is like, I don't mean to sound dramatic, but like I cannot think of another TV show.
No, it's a success.
That looks this fucking crazy.
It's a success.
This much, this amount of like visual effects and just
accurate. Like, I mean, because we talked about other forms of media. Multimedia podcast. How excited we are for certain adaptions. We've talked about Dungeon Crawler Carl, Fourth Wing, even Akatar. What's another one that's coming out on Apple? Red Rising.
No, Red Rising is like being shopped around right now. It hasn't been like picked up. It's Brandon Sanderson. Mistborn.
Mistborn is
Mistborn's going to be a movie. Stormlight is going to be a show.
Thinking about those adaptions and what those are going to look like compared to something like One Piece, I just don't think they're going to. I don't know how much.
Feel possible. It makes it feel possible because I mean I look at like,
I'm scared it won't even touch.
Well, and
what they've done with One Piece.
And briefly, like my worry, like when you say you're going to make Mistborn into a movie, like that makes sense. Because there are like some fantasy creatures and there are some like.
Do you think they could do it
into a movie? Yes. What worries
you'd want it in a movie, not a show.
I think you could make Mistborn a show too, and it would be a fantastic show. I do think it's a better call to make Stormlight a show, but that worries me more because there's just so much more going on, like the powers and abilities and the armor and the chasm fiends and like the creatures and the landscape. Like it's an alien world.
But in a sense, isn't that what they're doing with One Piece?
But that's what I mean. seeing the One Piece season 2 trailer, as goofy as it might sound, like gives me hope that they can like pull it off. Because I think Apple's gonna maybe put more money into it, if not an equal amount, because it's another incredibly like huge franchise, like not as big as One Piece, but like pretty fucking big. So I think they're gonna give them a sizable budget, and just seeing what they've been able to do gives me faith in some of these other adaptations that are going to be coming out that have been announced. Like, oh, they can totally do that. Like, even to just like touch on Dungeon Crawler Carl, like a lot of people in the fandom are like very nervous about that being live action, because, you know, Cosmere Stormlight, that can be like, you know, it's going to be powers and landscapes and armor, but like that's like pretty doable.
Yeah, speaking on Dungeon Crawler Carl, like I haven't read any of the Mistborn books. I have read 2-3 books of DCC, and it all goes back. I think the biggest and one of the biggest, I mean, obviously budget.
Yeah,
let's be real, but the people behind it. I mean, I genuinely do not believe that One Piece live action would have been as successful as it was without someone like Matt Owens running it. Genuinely.
Oh, 100%. Like 1,000%.
Same thing with DCC, right? We have someone who has shown that he can take these high concepts, which I'm talking about, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, and I don't know what...
Orville?
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Orville, watch Orville. Ted, which is something so like that's so dumb. The CGI is immaculate. Ted,
Ted's
mind
crazy.
you, it's
crazy.
Really good
for a fucking TV show. It's crazy.
Really good. Writing's really good. He can blend seriousness and comedy into itself, and I think that he's the perfect guy for the job. And I think that when we talk about One Piece live action, Matt Owens, and having a team that really cares about the source material and really wants to stick to it, that's why it's so successful. I don't want to speak on the Avatar live action. I don't know who necessarily was involved in making that. I think they did their best as a person who doesn't really have like a lot of ties to it. But yeah, I mean, what's the difference between that and One Piece? Do you think?
Between Avatar and One Piece? I mean, the TLDR, the T about Avatar, I mean, the original creators left. When you go back to Seth MacFarlane, like, I don't know in what capacity. It's his production company, so I do know he's going to be producing it. I don't know in what other capacity, if he's going to be a writer, if he's going to be
He likes to be hands-on with his stuff. He does like to be
hands-on. He does. He's said that and done that, and that's why I think Orville stopped coming out, because he wanted to be there for Ted. He didn't want to phone any of that in. You know, with Mistborn and Cosmere, Brandon Sanderson is writing the script. The author of the book is writing the script. So, I mean, and when we talk about Avatar, like the original creators were involved and they left. So that was and you look at OPLA, like Oda, look at the involvement of Oda. Like Oda is like
casting.
So like final say, like, and Matt, I think fighting for that too, like fighting for the things that he fought for.
Was so important to the success of the show, what we're seeing now.
But the difference, I think, with Avatar is that, like, I think there are things that we just, like, don't know behind the scenes. Like, there have been some crazy reports coming out. I don't want to get too into it, but there have been some crazy reports that, like, the creators themselves, everybody thought they were the one. They left because Netflix was trying to change shit. But it's starting to seem like they left because they were the ones trying to change shit. They didn't want to tell the same story over again. None of this is confirmed, but I think that's what went wrong. I think that's the difference.
But my point is that's a key. Mm-hmm. That's such a key. And that's why I think this show has been so successful, and they have been able to capture audience members that don't know the source material, because it's fantastical and rooted enough because it's a good story, and you have people behind it that are making it a little bit easier to digest than I think maybe even the source, because people, that's one of the main reasons why people are scared to get into One Piece, because you would see that trailer and be like, I don't even know where to start. And I was in that camp too before we started reading or watching or whatever. It just seemed like so much, but when you really break it down to the key players and like Luffy and his crew, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And I mean, not entirely, but you know what I mean, like to get people on board.
Yeah.
And to sail away.
But I do think it is the involvement of the creator. Like, I think that has like so much to do with it, and Oda just being allowed to be. And I know that sounds silly, but like, it's huge how much power like they give him. He deserves all of it. Oh, because he's the fucking creator of it.
Exactly.
But like, it's just crazy how often that doesn't happen, or how many times in the past. Because I hope that is changing, but how many times in the past that just like was unheard of. You know what I mean? Like, they would just buy the rights to it and fuck whoever wrote it. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad that we're like getting away from that. Interview with the Vampire is also a very interesting case because they kind of did their own thing, but I think it benefited the source material, and that's rare. But
it is. I mean, it depends, because you could have someone who. I mean, I think Anne Rice, she wanted, I forget who, for Lestat in the first movie, and they were like, what?
Well, it's funny. I saw a clip of Tom Cruise, like, talking about someone asking Tom Cruise in an interview. They were like, hey, Anne Rice, she went on record like saying that she hated your casting.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that? And young Tom Cruise was just like, he was very eloquent, and he answered it like very, very well. He was just like, yeah, when she wrote this book, like, she wrote this book because like her daughter or her son, I forget. Like, her daughter died. And so she's like she's very connected. Died
is just
away.
It's just a string.
Same thing. So she's very connected to this book on like a deeply emotional level. So he's like, I think that she just had this is just a job for me. He's like, this is just a gig. But he's like, so I think that she was very attached to like these characters and had like very clear ideas of these characters, and I just didn't fit that. And he was like, look at me. He's like, I don't have blue eyes. I don't have blonde hair. She was like,
yeah.
But he's like, I don't think that she appreciated or like understood that like as an actor, it's her job to like transform into these characters and hair and makeup and context. And he kind of went on and on, but he was like very kind. Because from what I understand, she was like very vocal about how bad of a choice he was.
That's what is insane. Because imagine if that were the case with OPLA.
Yeah.
Imagine if Oda was like, I hate all the casting.
Yeah.
I hate Luffy.
Thought experiment.
It's crazy to think about it when like he's meeting Oda. And Oda's telling him like, yeah, you're literally Luffy. You're what I imagine when I think about this character. That is like insane.
Yeah.
And it shows how good it is because of that.
Yeah.
Like, there's some, like, the Avatar, like, there could be creators that are kind of like not FNAF, for prime example.
Bro.
Multimedia. We're talking multimedia here. FNAF is a prime example. Creator did the damn thing and kind of ruined the movies.
Let someone like give it up. You know what I mean? Like be involved, but like know when like your like
input is accepted and appreciated. Same thing with I'm sure,
but Oda has given that same respect to the live action.
But I'm sure it's been hard.
I'm sure it's been hard.
And
I'm sure he's had notes and
I'm
feedback.
Sure it's been.
But like
insane.
He knows what he's good at and what he is arguably the fucking best at.
Yeah.
Like one of the best at. Mm-hmm. Like he knows this is my bag. This is your bag. Like you need to know. I need
to put the fries in the bag.
Yeah, I need to like make sure that you're using the right materials to make the bag. But like you're the best at making that kind of bag. You know what I mean? Like.
But that's what it is, creative.
And I think the FNAF guy, he like wanted to be everything. He wanted to do all of it. He wanted to do everything.
No, it's just prime example of stick to the story that you wrote.
Your own damn story.
Your own damn story.
The FNAF story is exactly what I think was happening with the Avatar live action. Again, I don't know for certain, but that's like what's coming out. Like they were trying to do what he is doing. And I'm just gonna say it suffer. The movies suffer from whatever he's trying to do with it. But it's his shit at the end of the day. This is like.
But yeah, that's what it is.
All the way back to that's the argument you can get into the documentary George Lucas versus the people. Like this has been happening in nerd culture for a very long time. Multimedia. When he did what he did with the prequels, people were fucking pissed and they were like, "Dude, you cannot do this." And he was like, "Actually, I can do this."
No,
this
but with time though.
And now with time, people
love
fucking
those.
love them.
They love those bitches.
Love them more than the.
They love those bitches. Yeah.
No, I would say some people probably for sure more than the original trilogy.
They do.
Yeah.
The things that.
Wow, it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy.
Well, because again, like. That's why everything has to work perfectly. You have to have a good cast of characters. You have to have good actors. You have to have a good script. You have to have good people running the show. You have to have everything needs to work. And Guillermo del Toro knows that damn well perfectly. Everyone needs to be on board and a crew member of this ship. If one person drops the ball, everything shatters. That's why in the prequels, you have amazing performances by, I forget his name, Anakin. Leia. I mean, not Leia.
You're talking about Padme.
Padme.
I don't think Obi-Wan had a good performance.
All of them
had a good. Hayden. I think
Hayden did a great job.
But and people have commented on this before too, though. It's how George writes dialogue. Like George writes dialogue.
But that's what I mean. You have great actors who are giving their all in a performance. That's the problem. There's a problem. Yeah. There's a problem. There's a clear problem. It's the script.
But also
not the characters, not the actors.
But also, like even with Oda, like I do think because Oda said like I had to wait for the right time. You know, I had to wait until like the
technology caught up. That's That's the Vegapunk shit.
He said technology, but I think it was also like it was technology for sure. But it was also like no, it was period. But like it was also the audience, like because people weren't open to the prequels because people weren't doing that shit. You know, people didn't want to have fun with their movies like that. They wanted it to be serious.
No, but what is the time frame? What is the time frame between one of the last movies of the originals versus the prequels?
I don't know, because like the gap between the two.
Because we're looking at One Piece. I mean, this shit's been going on for 25, almost 26 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, if there was 20-something years between the two of them, I think there is. Maybe more so. Maybe. Because I think the first Star Wars came out in like 75.
I mean, I don't know, but
I'm talking about the time. The time. But Oda knew that time needed to pass in order for him to be. I mean, there's no way he could have just had I'm a fucking 2 seasons of my show and then it's gonna get a live action. It's like no, like people have to know these characters and they have to be successful in order for anyone to really like.
And you kind of have to see what mistakes other people are making. Yeah, you know, and you have to be able to point to like things that you don't want. Like I don't want Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. Like I don't want.
We need to watch that. We need to just do that as a we always talk about it and just to goof on it, for a Patreon exclusive. But yeah, and I mean, okay, not a tangent. This is kind of we want these episodes to kind of go this way to talk about kind of a lot of different things, but they're all related. But with the OPLA, I mean, it's just so nice to see this trailer. I mean, again, I'm like, the whimsy is off the charts.
Mm-hmm. Malchin looks fucking great. I mean, Wapple, we got to see Wapple in this bitch, like a full reveal, and they were doing some reels and stuff where they were showing the costume.
Oh, don't talk about that. That scared the shit out of me. You guys go to the Netflix Instagram and look up the Wapple fucking reel and the music behind it. It's terrifying.
But they look absolutely perfect. Like, what's the quote? Every immaculate, whatever the fuck. They look perfect.
Every detail.
Dude, they look amazing. We got to see Hiraluk. We got to see like literally Korea. We got literally everybody. People, this is so funny. People make me laugh. Chopper too. Yeah, people make me laugh.
What?
People are like, what's her name? Katie Seagal. They're like, she looks too good. Like she like. And someone...
Who's Katie Seagal?
Isn't that the actress who's playing Korea? I think that's her. That's her name. They're like, she looks too... People are like, she looks too sexy. She looks too good.
She is sexy.
But like, she is. But people... like, you can't... It's funny to me...
An older woman being sexy?
No, it's just funny because people are like... No. You're missing what people are saying.
Wait!
No, they're saying...
Wait!
Okay, never mind. That's not what they're saying. But they're like, it's just funny to me that like she is this character. Like she's so perfect. She looks so like, again, great. But like people are like, she doesn't look, because Korea in the manga is like she cares a lot about like how she looks. You know what I mean? Like she looks like. Stop with the fucking face. But
I'm
people are
saying
like she doesn't look old enough.
she has a few wrinkles.
They're like,
she has wrinkles and she looks older. Was that body yada yada still giving?
No,
yes,
of course it was.
1,000,000%. She was still a sexy,
yeah,
confident woman.
It's just silly to give attention to, but people are saying that like
she doesn't look haggard enough.
She looks older in real life, which is more accurate.
Oh, the actress?
Yeah, to Korea. And so like they made her look too young, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
You look too young. Too old.
That's what I mean. But she is perfect in the role. I'm so glad we got her. I'm so glad we got her.
I was trying to. There's a funny. It's not really funny, but it's like a quote or something. It's like, it's like something to do with like older women, like. You know those sayings they have?
Like I like my women like I like my coffee?
No. Kinda. It's like a few like wrinkles aren't gonna stop me from crinkling or something.
Okay.
It's something like that.
It's like a cushion for the pushing type of thing that you're trying to desperately remember. Jesus Christ.
I just say
more wrinkle for the crinkle? That's what you're trying to say? That's what you want Katie Seagal to hear? That's what you want them to take away from this episode. More crinkle for the dinkle? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's something like that.
Jesus Christ.
My throat hurts from screaming.
Chopper, Chopper, Wapple.
Chopper.
Hero Luck. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, we get everybody.
We get everyone.
We get everybody. I think everybody looks stunning. I don't have Egram. I don't have an issue with
fucking Egram.
Any of the cast.
He doesn't look old enough. How about that? Egram doesn't look old. He looks too hot.
Egram looks a little young too.
No, I can't. Oh my gosh! And even that scene we talk about, like the CGI of the Luckies.
Yeah, the Unluckies. Yeah, which I just reminded me of something. But go ahead.
When he walks in, Sanji's on the phone. You know who he's calling?
Oh yeah. We know who
he's
calling.
talking to.
He's calling fucking Daddy. Fucking what's his name?
Oh my God,
Daddy!
Daddy!
He's calling Joe.
Daddy Joe!
He's calling Joe.
Daddy! Oh my God!
Yeah,
bro! Oh my God! Oh my God!
He's calling Joe.
Oh my God!
Joe Mango. Joe Mango. I forgot that. Okay, a couple things too. Also about the live action is that they're already releasing merch toys of Chopper and his like other points, which is kind of cool, kind of awesome. And I'm worried this is going to be a season 1 dragon issue or situation all over again. But they have cast Brooke in the live action as well. And I think the reason that they're not making a big deal
because it's going to be when he was alive.
When he was a human.
Well, because we get Laboon.
Exactly.
So it's just going to be it's just going to be like a, hey, what's up, fool? And then like leave.
Yep. And then down the road, if we get to Brooke, they might go with a different actor. Or they might go, you know what I mean? That's why I think they're not making a big deal about it right now. Because this is just like Brooke in a flashback, before.
The dragon thing all over again.
Because that was a whole thing. Everybody was
gosh.
convinced this man was dragon and he wasn't dragon.
And he was like, please stop saying that. Like, you guys stop commenting.
No, he loved it.
No, but like that. No, and it was like the other girl that they said was gonna be Robin, remember?
Oh man. All these fucking cosplayers, bro. So
that
funny.
Shit, bro.
You guys are hilarious, dude.
No, not the cosplay. Oh, we did. Yeah,
the one like the Ace one.
The Ace one is crazy.
Who was like trying to make a big deal about not.
He's saying that they're racist.
Get the fuck out of my face.
They said that he was racist they were racist for not choosing him to be Ace.
Brother, you're not an actor. I'm so sorry. I cosplay too. I'm not an actor. Okay, I'm not trying to get cast as. Fucking who have I cosplayed from One Piece?
Mihawk.
I'm not trying to take Mihawk's job away from him. I'm not trying to say, hey guys, I'm the perfect Croc. I'm the perfect Bon Clay.
Frankie.
Yeah. I mean, you get the point. You get the point.
Sanji.
Yeah, it's just these people are fucking
Usopp.
goofy.
No, it was just funny.
You're goofy.
Like Matt couldn't follow anyone on Instagram without the sleuth.
That was funny too. That was really funny.
Yeah.
But I think, dude, this is gonna take it to a whole nother level, man. And it's also insane to see. You know, we talked about from season 1 to season 2 where we were, but like how much One Piece has grown, like how much bigger it's gotten.
It's crazy to think about. You know, I don't know what their contracts look like. These actors when it comes to Zoro and all of the main cast. But just a little tidbit.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy would it be if one of them was like, I'm not going to do this anymore?
That would be hilarious. It might happen. But
how crazy? Because, I mean, in relation to, like, Doctor Who and everything that's happening there with, like, Shooty leaving and, like...
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude, like, we just got you.
Well, hopefully. I don't know what their contracts are, but you look at the Stranger Things kids, and like no matter who they were trying to make big or blow up, like I feel like they were like Finn had his kind of run and Millie had her kind of run. Like they always came back to do Stranger Things. Like I don't know how they had them all locked in. There were rumors that they were having to pay them up the freaking wazoo.
No, that's probably that's it.
Towards the last season, whatever. But I mean, God, like
Millie's paycheck was insane.
Millie's paycheck probably fucking crazy. Man, who knows? Like in 5 seasons, like if it goes on for that long.
But the time in film, like look at how long it's taken. Well,
they did do 2 and 3 back to back, and so they've already like started, potentially wrapped, but I think they're already into filming season 3. They were waiting after season 1 to see how successful it would be, so maybe they're going to be able to do 2 at a time, back to back. But I can't see this show going past 5 seasons. I can't. I can't.
In a perfect world, yes. We would love that.
I can't.
But is it realistic?
Because you're playing with fire the longer it goes on. The longer, I'm telling you.
That's with any show, though. That's with any show, really.
And, yeah, I mean, the things are going to get harder to adapt, and the actors are going to probably, who knows? Like, I don't want to speak for any of them. They all seem like cool people.
They're locked in.
And, like, they really care and they're locked in. But, like, who knows? Like, who knows? And so I would hate for One Piece of all things to peter out or to go out like on a bad note, of all fucking things. Like let Umbrella Academy fucking bomb on the last season and be the most dog shit thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Just kidding. I feel bad if you're an Umbrella Academy fan. The first 3 seasons, I enjoyed all 3 of them. People say the third one was bad. I like the third one too.
I mean, I was confused in the last season, but I wasn't.
Was
I binged all of it, so maybe that's why. I wasn't waiting. How many years?
I don't know, a long time.
See, I wasn't waiting. I watched it all back to back, so I was like, that wasn't as bad. I mean, you were kind of saying that it was, or like, not you were saying, but like people were saying that it was crazier than what I felt, but maybe that's just because I did that.
Yeah, and the anticipation and I'm sure played a part in it, but like
weird choices.
Yeah, I just don't want that to happen to One Piece. Like I don't want, because like, people come and go, like and not even cast members, like Matt in some capacity, whoever the current showrunner is, like in some capacity, like people behind the scenes might come and go.
I think the hardest thing that's going to happen, the hardest thing that they're going to have to get ahead of is how do we end it? And I think the answer is you don't.
Right. No, really, no real talk. Don't.
You end it last episode, but leave an open ending because they're still going to be exploring. Don't write an ending where it's like, well, guys, that was a good adventure. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to get a One Piece now.
Yeah,
I'm going to be king of the pirates without my crew.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. Don't do that. End it. Yeah, One Piece.
Yeah. No,
I have a great Iñaki impression.
You do. Let's
go, One Piece. I'm getting the One Piece. And then it ends. Yeah. And then, I've said it before. We see flashes to other characters. We see other things happening. Perfect ending because it hasn't ended.
And I don't want this to be doom and gloom. I want to keep it positive because we're eating right now. We're in a great timeline.
My back is big.
we're in a great timeline where like we're getting such a faithful and amazing adaptation. But I mean, that's why I think we as a fandom like need to be okay when that time does come. Because I even look at things like Game of Thrones that like George R. Martin. You want to talk about the creator? The creator was heavily involved. Creator was heavily involved in House of the Dragon. Now George is on his blog talking shit about House of the Dragon, talking about I'm not even playing how they axed that man out. Like
his blog?
No, I swear to God.
His blog?
I swear to God. He was like brought on as like a right hand man.
Oh my God! And they said you have to leave. You have to get out of here.
He was given the showrunner notes. The showrunner, I'm not bullshitting. You can look this up. The showrunner was humoring him, and it got to a point where he was so persistent about things that the showrunner told the studio, and now the studio won't let George R. Martin contact the producer. He has to contact the studio, and the studio says, "We'll tell him for you. We'll tell him for you." So he's writing on his blog like it ain't my story anymore. It's not mine anymore. It's something else. It's something else entirely now, and it's their thing. But
like, it's still the story.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a hard
like if they just follow like what he like, it's still the story. Like they're not like,
not to get too into it, but what makes House of the Dragon harder is that the actual book isn't like a story. It's written like a history book. So like history is written by the victors. So like there are things in there that are implied to be false. You know what I'm saying? Like Targaryens probably wrote their history in a better light. Their maesters, probably wrote it. Anyway, so it's a little harder to interpret and adapt and whatever. Neither here nor there. My point is, I don't want it getting away from Oda like that. I don't want it to peter out. I want what you said. I want One Piece. I want to go out on a feast. On a feast for the eyes.
Oh, that would be sweet.
On an actual feast.
On an actual
feast. I want to go out on a feast.
I mean, like I said, if they really were like, we know we're going to end it, like, there's some changes I wouldn't mind. Bring Frankie in on early.
Shit.
Bring Brooke in on early. Fuck it. We're ending the show anyway. Let's get the whole fucking crew. Bring in freaking Jim.
Bring in Jinbei. I really do think that your idea of like the vignettes, like whatever. I don't know if they'd be able to do that, but I do think that would be that'd be the way to do it. Like, just like Inyaki looking up at Jinbei or Brooke or whoever.
Ending it and seeing all of them on the ship would be it for me.
Oh man, just one shot.
One
of them.
shot.
Even if it was just their fucking backs.
No,
like the back of
knowing
them.
that they're all together would. I'd be at peace.
Jinbei at the helm and Brooke playing a song.
Oh, I would love to see. I know we're not going to, but Frankie in the live action. Come on.
Wow, dude. Wow. Again, I want it to keep going, and I do. 5 seasons feels good to me. It feels like I just can't see it going more than 5. 5 feels like that would be it.
I mean, they can
2 and 3,
but there's so much
4 and 5.
potential, right? You can do a season of a show that's a spinoff of the One Piece. No. Why?
A season of a show that's a spinoff? Like what?
I don't know. Like you watch Frankie's Journey or something.
I mean, I don't want them to start messing with all that. I really don't want them to start messing.
See,
with
that's the greed that comes out of me.
That's the greed. That's the greed talking. That's some fucking. What is coming out? Oh, Stranger Things. They're coming out with an animated show that's taking place between season 2 and season 3. They're like, these events actually happened. We just never saw them. And in the trailer, Steve Harrington's like, at the end, he's like, let's never talk about this.
And he's
again.
animated?
Yeah, he's
disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely.
But they're introducing new demigorgon, new creatures. I'm like, so you're just saying that these things just popped in between seasons?
It's canon. Let it go.
Whatever.
It's over. It's over. It's over now.
But that's the greed. That's the greed. Now. They had the same greed, and you're getting greedy too.
Green is greedy?
I'm sure.
No, that's like envy.
Point is, I'm very excited. I'm very hyped. The trailer looked good. The clip looks good. I'm not going to be getting to see it in theaters, unfortunately, but
maybe we'll see. Never say never.
Never say
right?
never. But I mean, even with our schedule, we're gonna be watching at least 2-3 episodes that day. But last year we just had the benefit or the fortune of being able to watch all. Remember, we watched all of
that.
them.
Was a crazy. We watched it in like 2 days time.
But we recorded, back
changing
to back.
Outfits.
Yep,
that was crazy.
Fell asleep, woke up, did it again. This is gonna be a little different this year, but we're very excited, and we want to be a part of the conversation, and we want to be a part. We want to be in the community, like maybe not in the same way that we were.
But we're here.
But we're here. We're alive.
Just know that we're here. We're not gone.
We're here.
We've been right
and
here.
And we're fucking hyped.
We've been here all
so hyped. Yeah. Anything else you want to say before we wrap things up? Oh man.
Thank you guys.
I'm not used to sitting in this chair anymore. My neck is freaking
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys like this type of video. If you're watching this on Spotify, thank you.
If
you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. And we hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, noon.
Yeah, and stay tuned. As of right now, new plan. Every Tuesday, you can find a brand new long-form podcast episode covering multimedia, everything nerdy.
Multimedia.
Everything nerdy. You can find an hour-long podcast episode on Spotify and video on Spotify on Tuesdays, the video on YouTube on Wednesdays.
And sometimes we have extra stuff on our Patreon coming out Fridays.
Some extra stuff for Patreon members on Friday. And then we're going to still talk about it, but we might even react to all of the OPLA Season 2 stuff, and then also have that up for Patreon members as well, just because we don't have the same time we used to edit every single episode and make sure every
we might do 1 and 2. We might do 1 and 2 out.
That's a good compromise. Or like if it's a banger episode, like maybe the last episode. You know what I mean? Like 1, 2, and 6 or whatever. And
we'll probably. I mean, we got to get the chopper one.
We got to get the Drum Island.
We got to get the Drum Island. But and that's not to say either too that we won't continue to do live streams. We'll do them when we can, or if there's something special we want to talk about, or my gaming streams, just when we have time. But you can count on these types of episodes.
That's a good way to say it. Consistently, Tuesday, audio, Wednesday, YouTube, consistently. And then everything else is going to be a bonus when we're able to do it. And like we said, we're going to be covering not just anime and manga, but TV shows, movies, other things that we're interested in and would like to talk about. We feel like there's a lot of crossover in these audiences and in these interests. So hopefully that sounds fun and interesting to you. But the only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. That's always the same. It never changes. Which today, Megan, is
more wrinkle for the crinkle.
More wrinkle for the crinkle. I knew it had to be that. I was hoping you would remember.
A little crinkle ain't gonna stop me. A little wrinkle ain't gonna stop me from the crinkle.
I like a little wrinkle for the crinkle. That's better. It's faster.
A little wrinkle for the.
It's tighter.
But it's a little wrinkle for the crinkle. It doesn't.
It doesn't make sense, but that's what's funny about it.
Fine, whatever.
Thank you for.
I'm gonna look up that quote.
Yeah, look it up. For watching, for listening, for hanging out with us, and until next time, more
wrinkle for the crinkle.
Disgusting. Absolutely diabolical. Disgusting. You're nasty.
Is it though?